All right, now with this video, what we're going to do is we're going to go from our rational exponents to our radical form. All right, now the one thing that we started to talk about in class was that I said that your top number always represents your power, while this always represented your root, which is your radical. All right, so now what we're going to do is, since 7x is all being raised to this, there's two ways that you can actually write this. You know that your root is going to be 7, or is going to be 3. All right, so this is actually a cube root. Now, the first way that we can write this is say that 7x is being raised to the 4th power. That's one way that you can write it. Or you can write the cube root of 7x, and all of that is being raised to the 4th power. It doesn't really matter. The only reason is because using our exponent properties, we can multiply our exponents together, 4 and 1/3, and still get 4/3. 4 and 1/3 and still get 1/3. Because just remember, if we're going to go back, this would be 7x to the 4th, and then we'd have to multiply that, or raise that to the 1/3, and we'd multiply, which we're still going to get 4/3. So this would be 7x to the 4/3. While over here, if I was going to go back, this is 7x to the 1/3, which is being raised to the 4th power, which is still 7x to the 4/3. Either way, we're still multiplying these exponents. 4 is being multiplied to a 1/3. It doesn't matter how you multiply them, as long as they get multiplied. All right, so this is one way that we can rewrite using radicals, going from our rational exponent here, 4/3, to our radicals, right, to our roots. All right, so that's one way. Now, there's another thing that could happen. So say I'm given this. These all have rational exponents, but the problem is that all of these roots are completely different. If we're ever going to write these using a single root, a single radical, we need the same root, which means in this case we're going to have to get common denominators. I'm going to have to multiply by 3. I'm going to have to multiply by 2. Oh, geez, that's not a 2. All right, so now this becomes 8 to the 1/6, n to the 3/6, and x to the 4/6. So now you can see that we have a common root, and it is the root of 6. So now this becomes the 6th root of 8 to the 1st, n cubed, and x to the 4th. And you can leave your answer like that. All right, so that's another way that we can end up writing this stuff. All right, if you don't have a common root, you have multiple terms like this, no common root, get the same root. But we're looking at this one where all of it is being raised to it. So all we have to do at this point is notice what's our power, what's our root, make sure that we rewrite it properly.